Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Jacob here for the JTwoH channel. Today slash tomorrow, we have two reviews that are very similar. They're very connected. They're the same universe, and I didn't know which one to film slash drop first, seeing as how one is an original trilogy and one is a prequel trilogy, even though one clearly came out first. So first, we're just going to talk about the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Now, this is the theatrical, or theoretical. I don't. What do people say? Theatrical. I like that better. And extended cuts in 4K Ultra HD for the first time ever. This trilogy brought to you by Warner Brothers. This video brought to you by Warner Brothers. There it is. There, the Lord of the Rings. What is it called? Motion picture trilogy. The Lord of the Rings trilogy. You have the Fellowship of the Rings, the Two Towers, and Return of the King. Hey, look at that. I'm just going to warn you guys, I've only seen these movies one time through. These movies and the prequel series. I will be rewatching these, but with getting these and then the holiday, I didn't have time to rewatch. These are easily over 3 hours, sometimes 3.5, and the other movies are 2.5. So I didn't have time to marathon all of them. I just checked the features, popped them in, looked at them, all that good stuff. I am very much looking forward to rewatching these. I actually watched this trilogy for the first time during quarantine, actually. It was the first thing we did after quarantine. We watched these three movies and then the, little spoiler alert, the Hobbit movies in 4K. So, anyway, I've talked for almost 2 minutes. You want to know about the set. Let's go into it there. So you have this nice, it's a matte, it's not glossy. This matte, I believe that's, I don't know enough about these. I want to say is it Mordor? Oh man, I really hope that's correct, because like I said, I don't know much about these movies. My knowledge of Game of Thrones and Star Wars and the Marvel Cinematic Universe is so vast, and my knowledge of these it's very small. I'm looking to expand upon it, but it's very small. So here's the slip box. It's a nice slip box, medium quality. It's not very thick, and then you have this tremendous 4K case with, again, the ring. I think they have a specific name for the ring. I don't want to say it's the one and only. It's the one to rule them all. I really can't remember. It's only been one time. So there you have the cover. The spine looks exactly the same. So just in case you were curious, I don't think these have synopses. They pretty much just assume you know what Lord of the Rings is. So I will say this includes all three theatrical cuts and extended cuts on the 4K discs. This set does not include any Blu-ray discs of any kind. Well, 4Ks are Blu-rays. It doesn't contain any standard Blu-ray discs. It doesn't contain any of your BD50s. These are all the BD100s or the 4K discs. So you have the Fellowship of the Rings, the Two Towers, the Return of the King. Also, it comes with a Movies Anywhere code, which is redeeming in 4K as of tomorrow, Tuesday the 1st. This is redeeming in 4K, as I know. I checked it on Movies Anywhere before I submitted the video. So on the back of the actual case there, the slip box, you have various characters. You have Gandalf the White, you have Frodo and Sam. I can't remember. It's not Aragorn. I can't remember. I really can't remember names, and I don't want to just butcher them. So anyway, on the back of this one, you have Frodo with the ring. And this is the cool part. This is what I wanted to show off the most. So this is a 9-disc set. And I don't know how you guys were, but I was very curious about the set when it first came out, because it's 3 movies, and they're 3 very long movies. And if you know anything about 4K discs, they tend to only be bare bones because 4K files are so large. So I was curious, are they going to be double discs for each movie? Is it going to come in 3 actual movie cases? That answer is no. It's 1 case, and I will show you what the discage looks like. So on this first disc here, you have the first film on the theatrical cut on 4K. And then if you move this over, you have, I don't remember, the theatrical cut of theatrical cut of the Two Towers, and then the same here for Return of the King. Now, You're going to go even further, and these next 2 discs are going to be the first movie again. These are The Fellowship of the Ring, Disc 1 and Disc 2 of the extended cut. So they had to expand it upon 2 discs because the movie is so long. Which is good, A, because you know you're getting all the content, and it's not being compressed, suppressed, whatever. It's expanded upon in the original format per se. It's just not being compromised. You're getting all the glorious 4K goodness that you should be used to. By the way, this has HDR, it has Dolby Atmos, and it has Dolby Vision. So it has all of the necessary 4K discs. The transfers look fantastic. Like I said, I did pop this in. Very few 4K discs disappoint me, and then there are very few that actually like super impress me. But these were great transfers. Now I'm only comparing it to the Vudu or the streaming copy I owned before this. I didn't own the Blu-rays. So there's the 2 towers as I continue to talk. So it's only in comparison to that, but they look fantastic. And like I said, I can't wait till we watch. And then the last 2 are the last 2 of Return of the King. So there you have it. 2 discs, essentially 3 discs each. 2 for the extended cut each. And then 1 for the theatrical or theoretical. Let me know in the comments below which one it is, because I don't want to sound like an ignoramus. Anyway, like I said, just a few things to be aware of. These, don't get rid of your Blu-ray copies if you're like me, and, you know, just in case your 4K player's down, you want to watch these, I always keep a Blu-ray player. So, in that event, you're not going to be able to watch these, so I wouldn't throw away my Blu-rays, but I say it's worth an upgrade. I say throw away. I mean, you know, transfer, whatever. It's just the 4K copies. So, be aware of that, but unlike some of the previous sets I reviewed, like Game of Thrones and Westeros, Game of Thrones and Westworld, sorry, these are in 4K. So you'll get these in 4K if your internet and TV is capable of streaming in 4K. So, that is my review of the Lord of the Rings trilogy brought to you by Warner Brothers in 4K. I recommend grabbing this. The price point is a little high, but for the content, for the amount of hourage, I mean, just insane amount of content here. I wish they'd total it for you, or I would have before I started filming, but I didn't. It's very much worth its weight. And if you, like I said, if you have the Blu-rays and you don't want to upgrade right away, give it time. You know, give it time. These will go down, but it's worth picking up. It's worth supporting physical media, and it's worth supporting Warner Brothers. So, thank you so much, Warner Brothers, for sending me this to check out, and thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, have you liked yet? Have you subscribed yet? What about that notification bell? Go ahead and show it some love right now. And also, while you're at it, go ahead and check out my social media links in the description. I've got the podcast I co-host with Mr. Crazy Joe. It airs every Friday. I've got my Twitter, my Instagram. I'm very active on the Instagram, especially this time of year. I've got my Letterboxd, my TV Time, where I rate and review all the movies and TV shows I watch respectively. My eBay page, where I try to buy and sell, keep the hobby afloat. And I've also got my Bluray.com, where I categorize all of my collection. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll catch you later.